Who?
Oh, he's got 5 right. That's not, I mean, small sample
Alright,
size.
start. We're live here at Latonia Park. Rockville, a doubleheader today against the Baltimore Chop. Rockville took a loss to Baltimore Chop on the season opener back in the first game of the season.
Yeah, the Express were not too sure of themselves. I don't know if the chemistry is quite there yet, but at this point in the season has definitely come a long way, as I feel the Express maybe beat themselves a little bit more than the Chop did. Few defensive miscues that the Express had that they weren't able to fix throughout the game, but through the season they have fixed. So hopefully we'll have a better shot against the Chop this time around, as we have a doubleheader slated for today, 2 7-inning games.
Yeah, as you see, Rockville coming into today, getting their 10th win last night against Koa, following a nice start from Zach Gidney. Zach, how we doing today? Back with us. Welcome back.
Doing well. Again, nice to be back in the 10 here, but yeah, it's going to be a good couple of games on the doubleheader here. Looking forward to it.
Getting the start today for Rockville is Colin Fitzgerald as he throws over a first pitch strike. Tell will get the first pitch of this doubleheader underway. There's a breaking ball in there, fouled off for strike 2. Keegan Saltis leading off for Baltimore Chop. Fitzgerald the 0-2 to him. Swung on, hit towards the right side. McMath under it and puts it away for the first out. See Jonathan McMath getting the start in right field today. We've seen that a couple times this season.
He's starting in right field, started a few games at first base, but I feel like his primary position is definitely right field. He shows a lot more range of motion there, as he's got a lot bigger playing area.
Yeah, it keeps Salisbury in the lineup too when he's not pitching. Puts him over at first base. So on the first pitch, here's a ground ball to second base. Hakopian over to Salisbury for the second out. 2 outs on 4 pitches. You can't ask for a better start than that.
No. Always good to get a first pitch out, especially to the second batter of the inning. Get yourself a little bit of a nice groove here.
And that'll bring in Roman March. He'll hit with 2 away here in the first. In there, evens the count at 1. Nice day here at Latonia, much better than we've seen recently. Got some nice breezes. Here's a grounder out towards Hakopian. And on to first. A 7-pitch inning. Midway through 1, no score when we come back. We're back here in the bottom of the first. Nate Bowman leading off. That's been the lineup for Rick the last few weeks, followed by McMath and Hakopian due up this inning. James Heffley hitting cleanup, followed by Ryo Fabre, Danny Salisbury, Stephen Orsini batting 7th, Jesse Lacefield, Charlie Furlong, and Fitzgerald's penciled in here. He's not hitting for himself. So Rockville batting 9. It's been the choice these last few games. As first pitch into Bowman misses outside. Bowman in today hitting .333.
They were noting his batting average and how he's quietly become one of the more consistent hitters on this Express Ball Club.
Yeah, especially out of that leadoff spot. That's really where you want someone who's putting the ball in play and getting on base. His on base percentage is 525.
I was going to say, I thought he was the one that had the insanely high on base percentage. The ball fouled out of play.
I mean, think about it. That's over half the time getting on base.
Yeah, that's incredible to have over half of your at-bats you reach base, whether it be a walk or a base hit. That is very impressive. Definitely like to see that number go up as the season continues. Excuse me, sorry.
And he gets a called strike 3 on the corner. Nice spot there, as that'll be the first out. Ethan Kennedy, pitcher out of York College, getting the start for the Chop. Quickly got one away as he got the strikeout on Bowman. McMath in. First pitch to him misses high. One 0. Off speed in there. Evens the count at 1.
I'm going to say this now. I will only say it once. Let's hope McMath keeps a hand on his bat and doesn't have it go flying this game.
Yeah, as we had it go twice yesterday.
Josh got some good video clips of that, though.
Yeah, we had to get all the coverage.
Yeah.
Both the game and the Fanatics on top of the first base dugout.
In the words of McMath himself, them gloves were slippery.
He puts one opposite field towards left. And under it for the second out. Neither team yet to get a hit in this one as Eddie Hakopian steps in. Hakopian hitting .340, another one of those guys that's got that average up over 300.
I believe Eddie's won with an insane amount of singles this year.
16 of his 17
singles.
hits were singles.
That's incredible. I'm going to implement maybe a possible nickname, Eddie's Singles Machine. Something along those lines, maybe.
I think needs some work. 1-0 to him. One run from Kennedy. Fouled off, straight back. Alright, it's gone back. We're back live at Latonia following the technical difficulties. Our apologies. Didn't miss much as Baltimore had a runner on first via a walk who just stole second. And a full count to the next batter, pitch on its way. Off the glove of Heffley, it will be ball 4 as the runner on second will advance. Baltimore now with runners at the corners.
Yeah, as soon as we were saying that Fitzgerald was looking really solid so far, got his second one pitch out of the game. He's quickly surrendered 2 walks, and he has 2 runners on at the corners.
Yeah, it'll now face Elias Neradine. Baltimore still yet to get a hit in this game, now with 2 runners on via walk. Fitzgerald in 2 games came in today with an ERA north of 19, certainly looking to lower that. A big swing from Elias, swings and misses for the first strike. And he'll take a step out as he asks for some pine tar on the bat, it looks like. He's putting something on it.
Let's just hope it's a legal substance.
Rob Manfred on his way. Back in, Fitzgerald with the 0-1. Prior to it, a throw over to the runner at first. So the last thing you want is that runner on first taken off, and now you've got second and third. Fitzgerald seemingly wanting to keep him there on first, as I don't blame him. The 0-1 fouled off, runs at 0-2 now. Fitzgerald, the 0-2, looking for that second out. Another throw over to first, however. The 0-2. Not a bad waist pitch, missing high, runs at 1-2. One-two from Fitzgerald. Swung fly ball out towards left. Makes the catch, throw home offline, and Baltimore will get the first run of the game. And here's a throw from Heffley towards second base, and they got him. Rockville will get out of the inning on the double play, but not before the first run of the game comes around to score. Halfway through 2, Baltimore leading Rockville 1-0 when we come back. We're back here in the Rockville half of the second as they look to answer a run scored by Baltimore in the last half inning. 4-5-6 due up. That'll be Heffley, Ryo Fabre, and Danny Salisbury. First pitch to Heffley, swung on and laced out towards left. That'll be the first hit of the game, as he's on board with a single.
Yeah, Heffley first pitch swinging. There goes the no-hitter. Always good to see your cleanup man get on base with a base knock. Let's hope, as the motto this season, once you get one, more come. As the hits usually come in bunches with the Express.
That they do. Especially after a team scores on them, they're usually quick with an answer. See how that plays out here. First pitch to Fabre, he taking strike one.
We'll note courtesy runner for the catcher James Heffley, as Joey Galloway is now in first, and Ethan Zorball takes over the first base coaching duties.
Is that? Yeah, that is Ethan.
Saw him jog out after that.
Yeah, Zorball getting the first game off. Did pitch last night. That could be a reason why. Sure, we'll see him start the second game.
Possibly.
One from Kennedy. Swung on, popped up towards right field. Under it and put away for the first out. That'll bring up Danny Salisbury, hitting .359 in 39 at-bats this season.
Yeah, another one of the Express batters batting over 300 is good to see, especially with how far the season's gone on so far, keeping that average up above 300.
First pitch to him, popped up towards the left side and out of play. And we'll see time called here from Baltimore. Umpire having a word with Rick. As Zach, you were saying?
Baltimore Chop manager came out to express some concerns of some sort with the home plate umpire, and word was relayed on to the head coach, Rick Price. Not 100% sure what it was about, but whatever it was is fixed, and we are getting ready to go under play here.
The 0-1 misses high to Salisbury. Ball in the dirt, and there goes Galloway towards second. Nose throw down with his speed. He's in there standing.
Yet again, Galloway showing off his high speed. So the ball didn't get too far from the catcher, yet he was able to advance on the pass ball.
2-1. In there called strike two. Yeah, good to have him in scoring position. You got to think anything down in the outfield will score him easily. Close on the 2-2. Good eye from Salisbury as it runs full now. Rockville, their first RBI chance of the day. They've got Galloway out there on second. Full count to Salisbury in the dirt. Galloway will advance. Salisbury walks. And runners at the corner for Rockville. It's the exact same thing we saw from the Chop last inning. They got a guy on second and a wild pitch on a full count ended up warranting a walk and then the runner advancing.
Yeah, as you said, same situation. Runners on the corners, one out for the Express. Let's hope they can convert here. As it seems maybe the pitching coach is out to talk to the starting pitcher. Early mound visit in this game, as we only got one out in the bottom of the second inning. Apologize for any technical difficulties here. Wi-Fi is really working with us today.
Baltimore breaks as they go over what their game plan is here to face Rockville. They've got first and third now with one away. It'll be Steven Orsini, the batter now. Had a base knock last night, another solid game from him. He's hitting .316 now. First pitch to him misses low. Seven RBI to go with it. That's not bad. He's been one of those guys who hits in the bottom of the order and produces runs, and there's another theirs. That's a base hit. Salisbury around second towards third. Orsini heading for second, as that'll be an RBI double for Steven Orsini. Rockville tying this ball game at 1.
Like we said earlier, when the Baltimore Chop pushed across the run, Rockville is always quick to answer, as they do here with an RBI double from Steven Orsini, upping not only his average but his RBI total so far this season.
And Jesse Lacefield in now. He's got runners at second and third following that double as he watches one high. Rockville still threatening with only one away here in the inning, a chance to expand on this one-run inning. 1-0 to Lacefield. Bounced foul towards the first base side. Zorball unable to come up with it in the first base coach spot.
One thing we said a few times this season, Rick Price would have made that catch.
1-1 to Lacefield. Swung, popped up towards second base. Put away for the second out. Right, a battle of the sun there out at second base. So that's a tough play for the second out.
The sun is coming right down on the field. Minimal cloud coverage today, as it's a fairly nice summer day. Great weather to play baseball in.
Ball misses high to Furlong. Furlong had about a week absence from the team as he returned last night. Came in late as a sub, getting the start here today. He swings and hits one towards the right side. Both the right fielder and the first baseman converging on it, and it lands foul out of play.
May have mentioned it last night. I was talking to Rick Price about where Charlie had been. We noticed he hadn't been as available as a substitution for about a week's time or so. I believe he was finishing his exams to finish out his school year. Good to see that he's gotten all his school out of the way and he can put 100% of his focus and attention on baseball.
One to Furlong. Missing inside, runs at 2-1. On its way. Bounce foul. Furlong battling at the plate, looking to keep this inning alive. 2-2 pitch on its way. Taking runs it full. Close pitch from Kennedy. Good eye from Furlong to lay off.
Yeah, down inside pitch, trying to get him to chase at it, and to no avail as Furlong draws the count full.
3-2 on its way. Big pitch for both pitcher and batter as Furlong fouls this one off his foot. He'll stay alive and see another. Salisbury the runner at third, Stephen Orsini at second, following the double from him. Rockville the only 2 hits in the ball game, both coming in this inning. And Furlong looking to add to that total to 3-2 as he pops it straight up. Catcher puts it away in foul territory for the third out. Rockville getting part of that RBI chance as they tie this ball game up at 1 as we head towards the third. We're back here in the top of the third. A 1-1 ball game as Rockville is able to push one across. As we get going with a breaking ball called strike 1. Colin Fitzgerald out for his third inning of work. Gets a swing and a foul ball back. Quickly 0-2 now. Foul ball back to Heffley, running out of room, and foul. Batter's Trey D'Amico, as he's got an 0-2 count to him. Fitzgerald getting a strike 3 call. Quick first out in the inning as you heard some disagreement from the other side.
Yep. The coaches for Baltimore Chop Punch are, interestingly enough, sitting on the outside of the dugout. You can't see it in our camera angle. They're sitting on some buckets and some chairs outside of the dugout, vocally showing their displeasure with that strike 3 call.
Next pitch in there, catches the outside, called strike 1. The 1-1. It's a check swing over, called strike 2. So you got him to chase one in the dirt there. 1-2. Another swing in the dirt as this one gets away from Heffley, as he'll have no shot at first, as the drop third strike advance pays off for Baltimore. They now have a base runner with one away instead of 2 outs.
Yeah, unfortunately, the pass ball skipped away from Heffley enough that it got to the backstop, and again, with the large amount of grass and real estate behind home plate, the batter was able to advance.
Fitzgerald looking to regroup, throw over to first. Runner back in time. And in there, called strike 1. The 0-1 catching the outside. Runs at 0-2 now. What do you like to see from Fitzgerald? It's been the game plan for Rockville all along. Get ahead and throw strikes. As that one catches him on the foot. Fitzgerald hitting him there, and that'll give Baltimore runners at first and second now with just one away in the inning. Bring up Keegan Saltese, leadoff man for Baltimore, as the order flips over here in the third. Prior to that, Rick Price will have a word with him, and as he does so, we're going to go to break real quick. And the meeting on the mound breaks as we're back. Keegan Saltese stepping in, his second at-bat of the day. Watches a breaking ball miss for ball 1. Big opportunity for Baltimore to score a few, as they're still hitless to this point of the game. However, a lot of base runners via walks, we had a hit by pitch in this inning as well, and a drop third strike. That's that runner on second.
You say both runners have advanced on a hit by pitch and a drop third strike. Would like to see Fitzgerald collect himself and get back into this one.
There's a swing and a foul ball. Runs the count 2-1. And swing and into left field. He'll round third and head towards home as Orsini unable to come up with it in left. Baltimore taking a 2-1 lead on their first hit of the day, now with runners at the corners. They're seeming to get to Fitzgerald here in the third.
But yeah, again, with him Fitzgerald got a quick first out and nearly got a second out as he got a strikeout, but unfortunately runner reached base safely with the drop third strike as it got past Heffley. Might have unfortunately rattled him a little bit here, maybe shaking his confidence a little bit.
First pitch to Bark, missing outside. Fitzgerald running that pitch count up this inning. As you already saw Rick Price out to talk to him once. Runner breaks for second, but a foul ball will cause him to retreat. Bark, another one of those Salisbury guys, as you were saying earlier.
Yep. Congratulations again to them for winning the Division III NCAA baseball championship.
Throw over to first, running back in time. One, fouled back. Runs at 1-2. And another foul ball. Good fight at the plate. Bark still in a 1-2 count, as Baltimore's making Fitzgerald throw as many pitches as they possibly can. Fitzgerald threw 2 1/3 at 41 pitches. Certainly running that up there.
Looked solid through the first 2 innings, getting through them very quickly.
It's a called third strike on a nice breaking ball, as it was a late call from the ump, but nevertheless called strike 3. Fitzgerald 1 out away from getting out of this now. Starts the next at bat with a ball low and outside to Roman March. And Fitzgerald missing high here. Runs at 2-0. Runner breaks for second as this one's hit hard out towards center. This will get down. Runner around to third. And a good throw causes him to retreat back. Baltimore taking a 3-1 lead now. That's what walks lead to. Baltimore only 2 hits in the game, but they've scored 3 runs now.
Yeah, walks lead to base runners, and then unfortunately, if the starting pitcher's confidence gets a little shattered, leads to hits, and then those runners lead to runs.
Yeah, and that's been the game plan for Baltimore is, like we've said, really running that pitch count up here only in the 3rd inning as they're really getting to Fitzgerald now. Swinging a ground ball towards third and foul. Fortunately for Rockville, that ball was hit right at Lacefield. All he had to do was step on third base, but it doesn't stay fair, and we're back with a 1-1 count. One from Fitzgerald, a breaking ball in the dirt. Hasn't been his pitch today, is that curveball. We've seen a couple from him in the dirt. Few got away from Heffley, causing runners to advance.
Yeah, the curveball definitely isn't so far working for him, so.
And then there it is. They're hammering that fastball as this one's through into left. This will be another run as we've got a 4-1 ball game now. Trailing runner will advance, giving Baltimore runners at second and third now. As yeah, when your off speeds aren't working, they're missing outside the zone. That leaves you to put the fastball in the zone if you can, and Baltimore waiting for that pitch and putting it in play when they can.
As they have done so far this inning quite a few times now. They've put a 3-spot up against Rockville in the top of half of the 3rd inning.
Bowen looking to keep the line moving for Baltimore as he watches ball 1. Rick seemingly willing to let Fitzgerald try and get himself out of this jam is no move yet.
No move yet. I don't see anyone in a bullpen. Again, it is only 2 outs in the 3rd inning, so he's definitely going to let him go a little bit more.
Yeah, in a doubleheader, he's certainly not wanting to make this an early bullpen day.
Especially with the doubleheader slated for tomorrow as well. You want to save all your pitching that you can.
As a fly ball towards the right side, this will be in play if anyone can get there. Salisbury unable to. This will go down as the 2nd strike, however, putting Fitzgerald 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. It's a good hustle by Salisbury, unfortunately just out of reach. He had a long way to go for it. The right-hander, McMath, playing off the line a little bit. He wasn't able to get there. The 1-2, swing and a miss on a curveball. Rockville gets out of it. A little bit of damage done as they trail 4-1 now as they look to answer in the bottom of the 3rd. We're back here in the bottom of the 3rd as Rockville looking to answer a 3-spot put up last inning. They'll have 1, 2, 3 due up in the inning.
Last time Baltimore put up runs, the Express answered quickly in their bottom half of the inning. They did tie the game up 1-1. So with the 3-spot the Baltimore chop put up here, can they answer with the 3-spot as well? Tie the game again.
We Nate Bowman leading off. Leadoff hitter is on the first pitch. He takes it up the middle for a single. Rockville getting their 3rd hit of the game. As, hey, that's what you got to do when you're down. Get the leadoff man on. Right part of the order due up is 2, 3, 4 now. That'll be McMath due up. He's the lead RBI man for the team. See if he can move Bowman up a little bit.
Yeah, we'd like to see the lead RBI man move runners across the bases. A good base hit here in Bowman's speed. You might get runners on the corners. Would be good for the Express here as they're trying to come back from a 4-1 deficit.
McMath, ground ball towards second base, double play ball, 4, 6, and 3. Wasn't really running too fast down that line, kind of gave up on it at the end. Certainly frustrated that he put that ball on the ground.
Yeah, not what we wanted. As soon as we were saying McMath could definitely move Bowman over, unfortunately, moved him over into a double play.
Bringing Eddie Hakopian trying to salvage this bottom half of the third. So he's got 2 away with no one on following the double play ball. First pitch to him missing high and outside. Certainly what Ethan Kennedy wanted to do to this top half of the order is break it up like that. Hakopian, a ground ball towards third. Throw from deep in the hole is going to be a tough play. Hakopian able to leg it out as a good stretch from first was not enough. That was
I think they are arguing this call.
Yeah, as you see the Baltimore manager out to have a word with the ump. As a good stretch, like I said, by Roman March, picked that ball out of the dirt. Wasn't enough to get Hakopian.
Hakopian really legging out that infield base hit there. Like you said, it was deep in the hole at third, but deep enough for Hakopian to be safe at first.
And there was Matt Chang on the stop at third. Sound defense from Baltimore, but didn't get the out. As first pitch to Heffley misses inside. Heffley had the first hit of the ball game early today. Now would be a good time for the second one as he's got Hakopian over there at first. Ground ball out towards second base, and he'll take it to the bag himself as that will end the inning. Rockville still trailing 4-1. We're back here in the top of the fourth. Rockville trailing 4-1. Fitzgerald still out there following a rough inning. A little bit of a surprise to us, but I'd love to see him bounce back as he gets ahead with a first pitch strike there.
Well, as we said before, this is game one of a doubleheader, and we like to see pitchers eat up innings, and we also haven't seen anyone warming up past the Rockville dugout.
Well, we only have one catcher. There's no one really to warm him up. As it's been the problem with Maley on the injured list.
Maley and Nicholson on the injured list.
Yeah. So we get this inning started with a line drive to Furlong. He made the play. Some sound defense from him at short. It's good to see as he unfortunately made 5 errors against the Chop in the first game.
I will definitely chalk it up to being the first game of the season.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, me
a
too.
lot of
Yeah,
rust
that's
to
not a knock
off.
against Furlong, but... The 2-0. Missing high. Fitzgerald unable to get that ball down to his shorter batters. All 3 of these pitches have missed upstairs.
One thing I've noticed in all types of baseballs, when you're facing shorter batters than I would guess a league average, trying to get that ball into the zone, drop it in there.
Oh, that was me growing up, yeah. You know how many walks I drew growing up in Little League? That was my game plan. Don't swing at anything underneath my eyes. And trust me, I saw plenty of them up there.
Always something interesting how height plays a big difference in how a pitcher approaches you.
Yeah, it does. As he gets a first pitch strike following the walk. Eight-man up, Trey D'Amico for Baltimore. He pops one towards the right side. Salisbury back over his shoulder. Copian coming over and puts it away on the line. Nice second out, as that was a tough play for Salisbury. Again, McMath over because of the right-hander. And Eddie Acopian really the only man that could get there, and he does.
Eddie ranging all the way from second base position, well into foul territory, in between Salisbury and McMath, there to make the out.
I think that was foul. Close to the line to me. Of course, from our vantage, we can't actually see the chalk, but
No.
I thought he was crossing it when he caught it. Either way, 2 away. And a ball off the glove of Heffley, unable to come up with it, as the runner will advance. It'll be a pass ball. At least he was unable to make the catch there. And another ball, runs at 2-0. An interesting trope we've seen from Fitzgerald. You know, he starts off the inning strong, usually getting a quick out, and then, oh, part of that is we've got a rundown now. Good step off from Fitzgerald, and Rockville a chance to get out of this inning. Runner tries to duck under a Hacopian, unable to do so. Is Hacopian having a laugh with it now? Getting the tag for the third out. Rockville hanging in this game as they trail 4-1.
Justin Masterson.
We're back here in the bottom of the fourth as Rio Fabre will lead it off for Rockville. Towards the back half of this game as it's a seven inning doubleheader. As Fabre watches a first pitch breaking ball over for strike one. One hit up towards the middle and through for a base hit. Rockville, their fifth hit of the day, as Fabre on first. That's what they've been doing well all day, is they've been getting the leadoff man on. These last 3 innings, all leadoff singles.
I was going to touch on that. That is the third leadoff hit the Express have had in an inning so far today.
Fortunately, just unable to capitalize on a lot of those chances. That's been their specialty all year, is getting guys around and converting when they need to. It was this part of the order last inning, however, that did get that first run around. As Salisbury got a hit and Orsini doubled. They're due up with Fabre over there at first. Salisbury pops one back off the netting. Bounce back off the net, hit the catcher in the back of the head nearly.
Yeah, the coaches from the Baltimore dugout were yelling heads up as it ricocheted back into the dirt of the batter's box. Interesting ricochet there, but
throw over to Fabre at first. He's back in there. Kennedy also in his fourth inning of work. Neither team yet to dive into the bullpen. As a low outside pitch misses, running it to 2-1. Big part of this ball game for these Rockville hitters to be up in counts, especially as that pitch count runs up for Kennedy. See what Salisbury can do now ahead in the count. As he hammers one out towards center, unfortunately right at the center fielder, as Bowen puts this one away for the first out.
I was going to say it's a good thing for Express batters to get ahead of counts, which gives them more of an opportunity to get a pitch that is more hittable, more likely that they can get it put in play and advance the runners that are on base.
Orsini and now doubled in his first at-bat. Prior to that, another throw over to Fabre, back in time. Fabre, the runner at first. Pat, something that I just found out last game, we were actually teammates growing up. How about that for a small world?
Yeah, I believe you guys played at UMAC, organization I didn't play for myself. Heard good things about it, though, as we see Rio playing for the Express here, so good things happening for him in the baseball world.
Ground ball out towards short, 6, and thrown away in towards right. As fortunate for Rockville, Fabre won't advance, but an error allows him to reach. As Orsini on base for the second time in this game. See if Rockville can capitalize off that error. It's possibly the play they needed.
Yeah, definitely catching a break there is meeting on the mound here. Looks like the shop manager is coming out as they see a possible relief pitcher warming up there just past their dugout and past the outfield fence. Or not the outfield fence.
It'd be strange to see a pitcher who's been fantastic all game being the first one pulled, but that might be the case here. As Rockville threatening 2 on is Jesse Lacefield looking to bring them back in this game a little bit.
Not entirely sure that pitching change is going to come quite yet, but maybe it could be if that pitching change does happen. That the chop manager doesn't want this inning to maybe go any farther down, as no change looks to be made.
Yeah, Kennedy up at 52 now. It's not terrible. Like I said, he's been pitching pretty good game to this point. He's given up 5 hits that have only amounted to 1 run through this point. Lacefield hitting 179. Does have a home run on the year. He watches it called strike one. He's one of 4 Express to hit homers this year. He put one over the right field wall at Latonia a few days ago. Swung and hit hard out towards left field. Left fielder back. This one's going to get over his head. This will score Fabre. And possibly one more. Orsini's around third. He'll score standing. A 3-4 ball game now following the Jesse Lacefield double.
We were talking about him getting his first home run earlier this week. Gets a nice 2-run double there as the Express claw their way back to now just a 1-run deficit, being down 4-3, and are threatening to maybe tie this game here with Orsini on second base with only 1 out.
Yeah, that was Lacefield picking up his first double of the season. Not a bad time for that. Is Rockville back in this ball game? A runner in scoring position with just 1 away here.
I'd like to correct myself. Lacefield is on second base. I said Orsini. My apologies. Orsini scored.
Orsini, yeah. He was the second runner. Scored from first, though. First pitch to Furlong, bounced towards first. This will advance Lacefield. However, it will be the second out of the inning, as Nate Bowman looks to get a base hit here with 2 away.
Bowman looking for his second base hit of the day, which would drive in the game-tying run to this point in the game.
Allow me to make a little prediction here. I'd like to see a ball in the dirt get through and even this game up at 4. Haven't seen one of those in Latonia for a few weeks. As no need as Bowman hits this one hard out towards the gap, and this will be down for extra bases. Rockville, a tie ball game. Nathan Bowman in with a stand-up double.
Hate to spoil it, Josh, but your prediction was wrong.
Hey, I'll take it. No
Yeah,
complaint from me.
we're not complaining with the 4-4 ball game here, as Bowman does collect his second base hit. That one also collecting an RBI, tying the game at 4. We've got a brand new ball game yet again.
And time called from Baltimore, as that'll be it for Kennedy. He heads towards the pen. Bowman, also his first double of the season. Something I pointed out was he was absolutely raking the ball in warm-ups, as that showed here. That was his 5th RBI on the season as well, as Rockville in a 4-4 ball game when we get back. We're back here in the bottom of the 4th. Rockville in an RBI chance as Alex Crocamo takes over the pitching duties. Jonathan McMath, 0 for 2 to this point in the game, took an 0 for yesterday as well. Looking to right that with an RBI chance for Rockville. That would give them the lead here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, rare offer for Jonathan McMath, as this season he's put bat to ball more times than not.
We'll watch a strike one call.
As you said, an RBI opportunity again in this inning for the leading RBI getter so far this season. See if he can up that total maybe.
The 0-1 to him is put in play to the right side and speared out there at second. That will end the inning, but not before Rockville back in this game. A 4-4 ball game when we're back in the fifth.
I think so.
We're back here in the top of the fifth as Colin Fitzgerald still getting the ball. Had a nice inning last time out, as that'll earn him another chance here in the fifth. Tight pitch to start the at-bat. Wanted the called strike there, didn't get it. Darian Crawford, the hitter. 1-0 to him in the dirt. A bit of a shaky start. You don't want to lose the leadoff man, as he's behind him 2-0 now.
Well, especially after your team just clawed back and was able to tie the game at 4. You don't want to get any base runners on that could lead to possible runs and put your team at a deficit.
He's in a 3-0 count now. See what he comes back with. There's a 4-pitch walk to start the fifth. Certainly not what the Express had in mind. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, how long Rick's willing to stick with him. I'll bring up Matt Chang. He had 3 hits against Rockville in their first meeting. He shows bunt, unable to get it down, and they've got that runner stranded. Throw down to first, and they get him. They recover quickly from the leadoff 4-pitch walk as Heffley heads up play there. Catcher out of Maryland. A nice punch out there at first base for the first out.
Well, I believe the game plan there was for the batter to get a bunt and the runner at first to get a jump start on his way to second base, but the bunt did not go through, caught the runner in no man's land, and as you said, the Maryland catcher was able to gun him down at first.
0-2 fouled off Chang's foot. So I have to do the 0-2 one more time. It's definitely a confidence boost to your pitcher, having your guys pick you up like that. You have a 4-pitch walk, and you're ahead of the next guy. Chang hitting this one out towards center field. Bowman not having to move anywhere. As quickly, 2 outs here in the fifth.
Yeah, like you said, big confidence booster as you give up a leadoff walk, but runner is gunned out at first by your catcher, and then the next batter you face lines out to center field, and you've quickly got 2 outs and no one on. You're able to settle in here, change your game plan just a little bit. You don't have to work as hard to throw pitches and try and get some misses.
We'll bring up Saltise's third at-bat of the day. So the lineup flips over for Baltimore. He'll watch ball one outside. Ball in the dirt, runs at 2-0. To Saltis, fouled off. Fitzgerald looking to get out of this inning, the 2-1. Missing inside, runs at 3-1 now. And another walk, second walk of the inning, as with 2 outs, Baltimore now a runner at first base.
Well, the last time Chop had a runner at first base, he's caught out in no man's land. Don't know if that's going to happen again, but
It's the 4th walk surrendered by Rockville. Something they're not accustomed to is another wild pitch gets away behind the plate. Runner will advance. And now a runner in scoring position for Baltimore. So unfortunately, they've got 4 runs on 3 hits. That's the reason why right there. Walks and then pitches that allow them to advance.
well, walks and then again, yeah, like you said, walks and then pass balls allow those runners to advance.
There's a ball hit towards the right side, and this will get foul for the first strike. McMath unable to get there. And Burke will step out again. Had problems with that bat in his last at-bat, and now giving it to his coach as he'll grab another one. See if that makes any difference. It's like I said, you take it back to his first at-bat, he called time, walked it over, and appeared to put some pine tar on it. Curveball missing, not by much, runs at 2-1. I'd think a walk here, and this would be the last batter he faces, as that would be the 3rd in the inning, but hang on now, ground ball to Furlong, tough play, throw over, and Fitzgerald able to get out of this inning. Rockville in a 4-4 ball game, a chance to come back on that when we're back in the 5th. We're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Eddie Hakopian due up to start the inning. 3-4-5 due up for Rockville. So watch a first pitch miss. Crocamo in his second inning of work took over late as Hakopian hits this one high up towards left. And put away out there by D'Amico for the first out. This game's moving right along as we're not even an hour and a half down, already towards the back half of this game as it's just 7 innings long.
Yeah, and one out here in the bottom of the fifth, as you said, just barely at the hour and a half mark. No complaints here. Is like I said earlier, last few games, pace of play has been slower than a snail. But we'd like to see that we have a tied ball game here and that it's not one team is not batting at all.
1-0, Heffley goes with the pitch. Shortstop making a jumping play out there at second, however, for the second out. Heffley went with the inside pitch, tried to bloop it into left field. Nice play out at short by Bark, able to jump up and grab it, as that'll bring up Ryo Fabre now. Fabre a knock in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day, as he watches strike one on the outside. The 0-1 to him. And a good pitch. Surprised to see him sit with the bat on his shoulder. That's usually when he turns on.
Yeah, well, 2 hard hit balls so far this inning that have unfortunately resulted in a fly out and a line out. Maybe Fabre here being a little more selective on his pitches and what he wants to swing at.
Yeah, it's a good point. So he's got a 1-2 count now, looking to fight back and stay alive, keep the inning going. Even count as he watches one high. Fighting one off, stays alive, keeps the count even at 2. Danny Salisbury would be next if given the chance to hit this inning. And a fly ball hit hard out towards right, carrying a little bit, but put away out there by Crawford, and that will end the inning. A 4-4 ball game still here at Latonia. back here in the top of the sixth. Jesse Lacefield in at pitcher. This will be his 7th appearance as he leads the team in appearances. Through 13 innings pitched, has a 4.15 ERA, but leads the team in strikeouts with 21. So he misses there to start his day. Roman March leads off, 3-4-5 due up for the chop. As we've got a 4-4 ball game in the 6th. Both teams looking to break this one open in the last 2 innings here. And a fly ball out towards Bowman in center. Doesn't really have to go anywhere as all 3 balls hit out to him have been right to him. Puts that one away for the first out.
Yeah, so far this game, a lot of quick outs to start innings. It's been a very key component as to why this game has gone on so quickly here. We've just crossed the hour-and-a-half mark entering the 6th inning.
The first pitch strike there from Lacefield gets ahead. Just seen from Lacefield all season, once that fastball is working, good luck, hitters.
Yeah, once it's working, it's untouchable, and he's definitely looking to lock it in here.
It's a foul ball off there, runs at 1-2. And Lacefield, prior to the 1-2, will step off. One, 2 on its way. In the dirt. Good waste pitch. Evens the count at 2. Seibert, ground ball up towards the middle. Diving attempt by Furlong as this one's through into center. 4th hit of the game for the Chop as they've got a runner on with 1 away here in the 6th. And prior to the next at-bat, a quick break to get the foul balls back to the umpire. The dimensions and layout here at Latonia make that a tough task, more so than normal fields. As Lacefield comes back with strike 1 there, runs the count 0-1. Jalen Bowen, the hitter, watches one inside, runs the count 1-1. 1-1 from Lacefield, missing outside. Usually see him as a guy that comes in firing strikes, struggling to find the strike zone a little bit here.
Well, I believe it has been maybe a few games since his last pitching appearance.
That it has been.
Maybe trying to knock off a little bit of rust here. He's definitely trying to gun down the second runner of the game at first base, trying to catch him at no man's land.
He had him there, it's just Salisbury unable to do anything with that ball. Couldn't get a tag down either way. Tried to go behind his body and gave the runner an extra second to get back. 2-2, fouled off. Bowen 0 for 1 with a walk. Two. Swung on and missed. First strikeout of the day for Jesse Lacefield, and 2 away here in the 6th.
Jesse looking to get a quick third out here and strand that runner at first.
Yeah, that'd be big. So that'll bring up Logan Scully, catcher from George Mason. Lacefield looking to get out of this inning, like you said. First pitch missing high. and catches him on the hand. High fastball took off on him. Scully looking like that was self-defense trying to get out of it and takes it off the side of the hand.
It looked like he was trying to raise his hands as the ball might have been coming inside to him, and as he raised his hands up, he raised it into the line of the pitch.
Yeah, that is the courtesy runner, though, so Baltimore will get a guy in the game now for him. At least that's fortunate for them. They get to take a look at it, evaluate. We'll see if he comes back out the next inning to catch. Hope he's all right. Lacefield looking to reset. He's got 2 on now with 2 away. Fires in a first pitch strike. Elias Nuruddin, the hitter. Watches one high, miss, 1-1. The 1-1, missing outside. Rick Price asking for time real quick. Lacefield not sure why. Rick looking to calm him down and get some strikes over. During this quick mound meeting, we're going to take a break real quick. When we come back in the 6th, 2 away. We're back here in the top of the 6th. A quick word from Rick Price with Jesse Lacefield. As he's trying to get out of this inning, leaving 2 runners on. He's got a 2-1 count now. Pitch on its way and fouled off, evens the count at 2. Another one of those foul balls that we probably won't see.
Well, we might see that as that one didn't get stuck in the gutter on the roof behind us.
Yeah, unless anyone's trying to chase a ball down into the trees in right field. I think it's the end of the day for that one. As the 2-2 takes off on Lacefield. Runs it full. Sets up a big pitch as both runners will be on the move now. And fouled away as you saw the runner on second. He didn't break.
No, he didn't. I saw that one time last night where a runner on first broke, runner on second didn't, and the runner...
Yeah, but 3-2, you got to be moving.
Yeah.
At least with the foul ball, he knows now. As, yeah, there he goes, and this one takes off on Lacefield. He overthrows it. As a bases loaded situation now following the walk. He's in a little bit of trouble as that brings in D'Amico now. He'll hit with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Looks like Lacefield's asking for a rosin back here to dry his hand a little bit. Again, be careful what you use. It might be labeled as an illegal substance.
Nah, they asked the umpire. All good. As, earlier in this game, we did see some discussion between the umpires and Rick Price. Certainly not a bad idea to ask before taking it out there. It looks like it pays off. Lacefield getting ahead 0-1. Ooh, close pitch. Doesn't get the call. See him throw his hand up as he wanted it. I thought he got it.
Yeah, I think he did too. And it's unfortunate. I think I've seen a couple times this season with Lacefield is he hasn't gotten a lot of pitches that he wants, and unfortunately when he doesn't get those pitches,
He's
Good.
one of the more vocal players for sure. You can always tell what's going through his head, which sometimes works for you, sometimes not.
Well, vocal or animated, either way. Unfortunately, a lot of pitches have gone against what Lacefield would want and have a few times resulted in bad things happening.
2-2 to D'Amico, swung on and missed, and Rockville avoids a jam there as they keep this ball game even at 4 as we head towards the bottom of the 6th. We're back here in the bottom of the 6th. Rockville looking to add on to this lead, as that would give them a chance to get out of this game in the top of the 7th.
If they could score a run here, we don't have to play one more half inning.
They got out of it. That'd be nice. As Danny Salisbury leads us off, watches ball 1. Crocamo still the pitcher for Baltimore. As Salisbury hits one hard and out of play towards the left side. (1-1) to Salisbury. Good off speed, swung on and missed. Got him to chase below the zone. Salisbury hit towards left center. Both outfielders on the run. Left fielder calls it off for the first out. Hit that one hard, just hung up there a little bit too much.
Yeah, went inside out on that one. Drove it into left center, but yeah, as you said, a little too hard as it hung up just enough for the left fielder.
Not too hard, too high.
Too
Major
high.
League? Come on.
Josh, I have not seen them moving enough to quote it backwards, okay? Unlike someone else.
That'd be me. First pitch to Orsini, misses high and outside. I'd like to see Orsini turn on one and try and go for number 2 on the year.
I was thinking that for Salisbury as well. See if he could turn and drive one, put the Express up 5-4. Yeah, Orsini could also get number 2 on the season here.
It's a swing and a miss. Runs at 2-1. He had that 3-run shot, back at Dundalk in the first game of that doubleheader.
I believe that was the team's first home run of the year.
Yeah, it was. As there it is, high contact out towards center. Center fielder back towards the wall. He's got room as he puts this one away for the second out. Another one of those that hard contact just hung up there is a little bit lower. Might have seen number 2 on the year for him.
Yeah, just not enough oomph under that ball. Didn't get out enough. Still good contact, good loud hard contact.
Yeah, unfortunately right towards center is that brings up Jesse Lacefield. Doubled in his last at bat, a big one at that.
I think if we see another hard contact ball here, we'd like to see it split the gap somewhere.
And a foul ball straight back at us.
Narrowly
First
missing
strike.
the camera.
That'd be the second time he's hit it this year.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, so we'll take a second to regroup and swing and a miss by Lacefield, runs at 1-2.
One of us regrouped from flinching, one of us regrouping from laughing.
I'll let you guys guess who flinched. Definitely wasn't me.
Not at all.
And a close pitch, ring up Lacefield is a late call. I'm not a fan of umpires taking that long to call strike 3. Just make the call. It's not fair, you know. If I'm the hitter, you wait that long. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Nevertheless, we're gonna leave it there. After 6, Rockville tie ball game 4-4. We're going back here in the top of the 7th in a tie ball game. Should be an interesting finish as this will be the last inning. Lacefield still on the mound. And fires over strike 1. Does warrant the possibility of extra innings for the first time all season.
Was thinking
Lacefield pounding the zone. Gets ahead 0-2 here, as you were saying, Pat.
there's a possibility for the Express's first walk-off of the season. As we are playing at home.
That
Got
is
a tied
true.
ball game here. We could go into the bottom of the 7th or a bottom of the inning in extras possibly. Is a strike 3 call there. Lacefield puts down the first batter he sees on strikes. Great way to start the top of the 7th inning here.
As the around the horn somehow ends up in left field, but one away here for Rockville. As Lacefield looking to make this a quick inning. Had 9, 10, and 1 due up. This will be the 10-man Chang. First pitch misses outside. As does the second. You can tell that's that spot Lacefield really wants, is that outside corner. No love on it as he puts one in, looped into left field. Chang will have a look around first as he's in with a base hit. Went a little oppo, a little bloop over third base from the lefty.
We'll say there was a great piece of hitting there.
Yeah, went with the pitch and hits it right over the head of Furlong and... Is that Zorbaugh down? Yeah, it looks like Ethan Zorbaugh in the game now at third.
I think he's been in for a couple innings now, but yeah.
That's right, Lacefield took over pitching. A lot of ones on the field.
Yeah, it
1
is.
and 11.
Yeah. Get a little confusing there.
Numbers.
Yeah. In a game where they really matter, numbers are hard.
And a foul ball off the netting. 0-2 count now. Lacefield 3 strikeouts already in this appearance. A chance here for number 4. As like I said, coming into this game, he leads his team in strikeouts. Already 3 more to that total. As he misses inside, runs at 1 and 2. See what he comes back with. 1-2, big pitch here. And hit hard out towards right field. Going back is McMath, and unable to get there. Chang at third, and holding up is a quick relay from McMath. Keeps that a double. And 6 hits on the day for Baltimore. However, they do not score. And hey, a tough spot, but Lacefield, he's that guy that can get out of this.
I will say, if the Express can get out of this inning without giving up a run, that relay throw from McMath is definitely going to be the game saver. As that runner definitely would have been able to get home from third, but the cannon that McMath has out there in right field held him at third and kept him from scoring.
Now the thing is, Lacefield does have a base open to work with. That will allow him to pitch a little bit more cautiously to Bark, as he's refusing to do so, getting ahead with 2 quick fastballs.
Well, I think Bark here with 2 1 and 1 out with the possibility of driving in a run or 2 and taking the lead really late in this game, I think he's going to want to.
Yeah.
As he's so far hacked at a couple pitches.
Yeah, nothing but fastballs, though, from Lacefield. They're really coming in now. Burke unable to catch up with it. Haven't seen too many off speeds from him. But yeah, with that base open, still going right after the hitter. Lacefield looking for that strikeout. He's got an 0-2 count to Bark. And there it is, number 4 on the day, and a big one at that, as he's got 2 away now in the inning.
Yeah, that's huge for Lacefield there, as he had 2-1 with 1 out. Now it's 2-1 with 2 out. Again, still has the first base open if he wants to use it, but I think with getting that big strikeout there, I think he might just try and go after this next batter and get another out here and get out of the inning.
Yeah, and foul down towards the left side, but where I was going with that is, this is the 3-hole part of the order. Part of your job as a pitcher is you got to know where you are. And yeah, if you lose him, that brings up the cleanup man with bases loaded. Something you certainly don't want to do. March, however, is 1 for 3 in this ball game. And a good pitch from Lacefield, just missing high, evens the count at 1. He's gotten a couple swing and misses at that high fastball. Don't blame him for trying.
Late time call there.
Yeah, wow. Can't believe they granted that. Called time, it looked like, when Lacefield was already in the windup.
That was the same mid-windup. He had to stroll his way off the mound.
And a good block by Heffley. That'll also save a run.
Yeah, it's possibly right there. 2 run-saving defensive plays there for the Express.
Yeah, they're really fighting. Either way, you love the energy from this Rockville defense. As Lacefield, a swing and a miss there, evens the count at 2. Do we see number 5 here?
I would say so. Looking really good with those heaters, getting a lot of swing and miss.
And a high one there, takes off on him. Big pitch now. If you lose him, that'll load the bases for the cleanup man. Nevertheless, you don't want to just lay one in there and let him swing and drive into. Is a foul ball goes off of March. Keeps things full. See Lacefield walking all the way in at that to get that foul ball, staring the batter down the whole way. Certainly playing a few mind games here.
There's a little bit of an intimidation factor there. Nothing wrong with that.
No, as a pitcher, I'd love to see that. Is a fly ball towards the left side, off the netting. Keeps this at-bat alive.
Second time a ball has come off the netting right back to the batter's box area where all the action is happening.
And a close pitch misses. Lacefield losing him, and that will load the bases.
If there's ever time for a timely strikeout, now is a time with a possibly game-predicting at-bat. Bases loaded, 2 outs, tied game at the top of the 7th inning. Brings up the cleanup man for the Baltimore Chop.
That would be Seibert. First pitch to him misses high. This is what's potentially the biggest at-bat of the game to this point for both pitcher and batter. Lacefield looking to come out on top as he gets a foul ball off to even the count at 1. Still nothing but fastballs.
Well, like we said, the fastball works for him. He's gotten lots of swings and misses so far this inning and so far in his appearance. We would like to see an off-speed pitch at some point.
It's a swing and a miss at the 1-1 on a fastball. Hey, that's his dominant pitch, and he's going to live and die by it.
Like I said, if it's working, he's going to stick with it.
And the 1-2 from Lacefield, and a swing and a miss! Biggest at-bat of the day, Lacefield coming out on top of his 5th strikeout, and that keeps it a 4-4 ball game, taking it into the bottom of the 7th. Wow. We're back here in the bottom of the 7th. Some excitement here at Latonia, as this will be the last inning of this game. Lacefield, fantastic in this outing. Got out of a tight jam to keep it a 4-4 ball game.
We'd like this to be the last inning of plays. If it does continue past this, we would go into extra innings.
9-1-2 up for Rockville. That'll be Furlong turning over for Bowman and Johnny McMath.
One thing I noted earlier is that if the Express did get to the bottom of the 7th inning, we could have a chance at our first walk-off of the season, which would be kind of nice.
Bowman going with the pitch, takes this one into right field and down. I'm sorry, that's Furlong, as a big leadoff at-bat there as he's on with a single. Charlie Furlong sending one into right field. Things are getting exciting here at Latonia for Rockville.
Yeah, with the runner on, that being the game-winning run on first base. Let's see what Nate Bowman can do here. Either get on base himself or at least advance Furlong from first base.
Yeah, the thought I had, and especially at the middle infield position, is I'm surprised we haven't seen Galloway come in at pinch runner. That would enter him in the ball game, but
might be coming out as the that's not Galloway.
no, it's Green going down to coach first.
Yeah. Different blue helmet.
Bowman sending one to left, hit hard but foul. Bowman had a double earlier in this game. Certainly swinging a big bat, that leadoff spot.
Everything you'd like from a leadoff hitter is he's gotten a couple base hits, on his line today.
And an off speed, skied towards foul towards the right side. Right fielder on the move, doesn't get there. Rockville holding their breath there. Bowman staying alive now, 1-2.
That would have been a big first out for the Chop, as would have been one on with only one out. Bowman again gets another chance here to either get on base himself or at the very least move over Furlong from first.
Bowman, certainly a man they want up. 1-2 to him, fights it off, stays alive. One-two to Bowman, misses high, evens the count at 2. Even count now. Chance for him to be a little bit more aggressive now. 2-2 to him. Off speed, lines it into right field. Furlong reads it and he'll stay at second. Rockville back-to-back base knocks to start off the inning, and who else due up but JT Money with 2 on and no outs in the bottom of the 7th.
I've said it before, he's got something else when he's got 2 on. He's got some extra gear offensively and some extra power that he has.
As prior to this at-bat, Baltimore having a word with Crockamo, and rightfully so, as, Jonathan McMath, not the guy I'd want to face with 2 on and a walk-off opportunity.
As we said, he is the team's leading home run and RBI man.
That is true.
4 and, I believe, 15 respectively.
Yeah, Baltimore knowing they do have an open base. We'll see how they plan to talk this over.
Although an open base would be bases loaded and no outs, with the winning run being 90 feet away.
Yeah, but that also would give them a force at home if they wanted.
If they get it.
A lot to discuss here on this mountain visit. We'll see what Baltimore does. I don't see anyone warming up, so it looks like Crockamo is their man.
Yeah, a lot of different situations that could potentially play out here with, depending on how Baltimore handles McMath.
And there's Rick Price having a word with Bowman, telling him watch your back on a throw down, as Baltimore obviously trying to steal an out anywhere they can. If they can get a man on the bases, they'd certainly be willing to. And there we go. Meeting breaks. Let's do it. McMath in. Runners at first and second. None out for him in the bottom of the 7th. Rockville setting up beautifully for their first walk-off opportunity of the season.